this is kind of what we got here. This it doesn't look too bad. Seems okay. There's some slight scuff marks on the bottom of the unit. Propeller seems a little cheap, but you know, it was $93, $100 out the door. This looks like it was just kind of flying around. I think this might be a backup report for the oil. Manual. Good to set up. So right down here, you read that, got oil level and oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off. These two bolts, one up here, make sure that she got some lower gear oil. She's got some cheap oil here that lower gear lube. Got this from Walmart. I think it was like $6 or $7 for the whole thing. It's been working out well for me. So take the two bolts out, bend this pin that was bent right here so you can just kind of squeeze it out. I used some pliers because it made it a lot easier. Pins out. Should be able to. Alright, so just pull straight back, pops out. Now, I have a lube pump kit. Hopefully this one, of course, does not fit in there. So we'll have to take off this adapter, try the yellow one. Alright, so the adapter and stuff doesn't work. This is super tiny, not what I'm used to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can take this cap off. Squeeze it directly into that. You want to just pump enough until it comes out the top. And you'll quickly take that off, screw on the bottom little bolt. Do the same on the top. Try that, let you know if it works. So basically, these two little holes here that normally you'd use like the pump to pump in the oil, they're just for the bolts. So I was pumping to nowhere. So basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove the back plate, which is held on by this little pin. It goes through here, so you pull this out and then you just pop off this piece right here. What I'm going to do is now just oil and fill up this reservoir. Alright, now you can see that the oil has been filled inside. So we're going to go ahead and put everything back on, and then we'll go ahead and try to start it up. Alright y'all, just put the oil back on, but I don't know if you can see that little flashing bit right here on the video, but that's basically indicating that there's a leak from the reservoir. So that's a bit of a bummer because this is brand new. The gasket maybe is no good, or I tried taking it off and putting it back on, but it doesn't seem to work, so that's a big bummer. Alright, the pin's back on. Just make sure to put this pin and bend the side so that you don't have your propeller flying off. And again, this is a plastic propeller. If this all works out, I may try to find like a used propeller that's metal, just so it has a little bit better propulsion, durability, and you know, but this will work for now. Alright, so we got this set up with some water in here. So there's a side button over here to pump the fuel. I did it 9 times because it starts off with nothing in there. It took a couple pumps to get anything in there. Just turn the throttle on about 3 times just to open it up. There is a switch here on the side that basically is the fuel on or off. So it starts off and off. Turn it on. Guess I'll give it a few cranks, kind of see what happens, and we'll go from there. Turn the throttle on just a little bit. Let's see. This one more time or two more times since she's brand new. She starts up, seems to be running pretty good. So it looks like basically it's in neutral when you don't have the throttle going at all, and then as you click it forward you kind of get a little bit of a jolt that means it's engaging. This red button up here basically turns the whole unit off. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to let it kind of idle for a little bit, also rev it at 50%. Hopefully I can get that done for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on time and everything like that, but just to kind of break the engine in before we take it out on the water, because I don't want this breaking down on me. So yeah, stay tuned, and at the end of all this, go ahead and just kind of review it, basically what I like, what I don't like. But I mean, it's $100 startup, that fourth, fifth pull, something like that, and it was running. So we'll go ahead. It should be noted that basically this is air cooled. It's not water cooled. The reason why I got an air cooled one was because A, it was $100, and then B, because I'm hoping to be able to use this on small little marshes where it's really shallow, really muddy, and that way doesn't have an impeller where it's like basically sucking up all the debris and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run it for a little bit, and then we'll come back and